Welcome to a grim journey into the life of a World War I trench soldier in northern France, 1914 to 1918. Imagine stepping into a muddy, rat-infested trench, surrounded by the smells of decay and the constant threat of death. This is not a place you'd survive easily. Here's why. Arrival and first impressions. You step off a rattling transport truck in ankle-deep mud. The trench is a claustrophobic maze of sandbags, barbed wire, and waterlogged planks. The air reeks of rot, unwashed bodies, and death. Rats scurry everywhere, bold and massive, stealing anything they can. You're handed a dented shovel to dig drainage channels in a trench that feels alive, shifting and groaning underfoot. The distant thud of shells becomes a grim lullaby. Daily life in the trench. Life here is a grind. You're always wet, your boots and socks never dry, and trench foot threatens to rot your toes. Lice infest everything, your clothes, your hair, even your sleep. You pick them out by candlelight, a futile ritual. Rations are meager. Hard biscuits with weevils, greasy corned beef, and weak tea. You dream of real food, bread, butter, anything not tainted by mud. The trench is a network of fire bays, communication trenches, and dugouts barely big enough for two. You dig constantly to keep the walls from collapsing. The human cost. Death is everywhere. Shells fall without warning, snipers take heads, and gas shells rattle your nerves. You see men die, some quickly, others slowly, bleeding out as you press on wounds with shaking hands. Stretcher bearers, often untrained, make brutal choices about who to save. Desertion is a risk. Some, like Dawson, break and run, only to face execution for cowardice. Over 300 British soldiers were shot for desertion, many suffering from undiagnosed trauma. Moments of humanity, 9 to 11 o'clock. Amid the horror, there are flickers of hope. The Christmas truce of 1914 saw enemies meet in no man's land, trading cigarettes and singing carols. You share smokes with your mates. Dixon, the talker, Hughes, the gruff corporal, and Mad Mac, who laughs during bombardments. These bonds keep you sane. Letters from home are lifelines, though they often don't arrive, leaving you to wonder if you're forgotten. The end and aftermath. Rumors of an armistice spread in November 1918, but the fighting continues until the last minute. On November 11th, at 11 a.m., the guns finally stop. Silence feels unreal. You climb out, wave to Germans doing the same, and dare to hope. Returning home is strange. Your town feels small, your room untouched. Shell shock lingers. You dream of trenches, flinch at loud noises. You carry the war in your bones, even as the world moves on. Life in a World War I trench was a brutal test of endurance. Mud, rats, hunger, and death were constants. Yet camaraderie and small acts of defiance kept soldiers going. If you found this glimpse into history compelling, like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments. What would you find hardest about trench life? Joining me